Hi, everyone. I've just been reading through your first discussion posts, and I've come across a lot of chemical formula which are not written correctly. I'm getting a lot of the numerical values which are supposed to be a subscript written like this first line here, and rather than written as they should for a chemical formula. Precision is important in chemistry, and so regardless of what medium you are writing your chemical formula on, it is important that you are writing them correctly. So I'm going to show you three different ways to write subscripts and superscripts on first Google Docs, then Microsoft Word, and then write in Brightspace if you need to change those as well. I apologize to Mac users. I've never worked on a Mac and don't know what the keys are for that, so you might have to Google that one. Okay, so here we go. Google Docs. To get a subscript, right? Sub means below, so subscript. You're going to press Control and then the comma key at the same time, and that will change your font. So I'm going to do it right now. It'll change it down to a subscript. There we go, hydrogen peroxide. And then you press it again to return to a normal script. Okay, that's going to always be the case. So if you want to write a superscript, let's do Avogadro's number. And this time I will write it out all the way. You press Control period. Okay, so I'm going to highlight it. I'm pressing Control period. That moves it to a superscript. And then to get back to a normal script, I press the same two buttons again, Control period. That gets me back. Okay, let's go look at Microsoft Word now. Okay, in Microsoft Word, same idea, just different keys. In Word, you're going to be using the plus equal sign plus Control. So here we go. If I'm writing H2O, H, I'm going to press the plus Control and plus equal sign at the same time. That gets me to the subscript. Press it again, and I go back. Of course, in Microsoft Word, there are the subscript and superscript buttons that you can use that as well. But once you get going with the keyboard, it's always faster to do the keyboard shortcuts. And then to get a superscript, you are going to press three keys, Control, Shift, and then the plus equals sign there in Word. Now let's look over to Brightspace. Finally, let's look at how to write subscripts and superscripts in Brightspace, the least convenient of the three. If anyone knows a keyboard shortcut for this, please share it with me. I only know how to do this manually here. So let's say we are going to be writing a chemical formula. Let's do acetic acid, CH3COOH. So if we're writing it in the text area, I can write it out, highlight the numerical value, and then press subscript there, and that'll change it. You can do that as you go as well. So if I were to write nitric acid, HNO3, I could click the subscript and then go back to normal text by clicking subscript again. Oh, it didn't work that time. This is why I think it's a big pain. There, is that my back? There we go. Back to normal script. So I actually, when I'm writing a lot of formula, I actually find it easiest to go and write out the formula first with a normal script, H2SO4, and then go back and highlight those, the ones I want, and change those into subscript. In the end, I think it's faster than switching back and forth as you go. That would just be my recommendation. The other thing you can do to write chemical formula is go into the chemistry equation. And here, you can see that in the middle here, there's the boxes with the subscripts and superscripts. So you can choose NO3, and then you can insert. Now, the only difference there is that is inserting it as an equation. See, it's an equation here rather than text. So sometimes that can get messy in terms of your formatting, but the chemistry equation editor can be useful for longer equations and getting the arrows and things like that as well if you're doing it in Brightspace.